So I started doing triathlons in 1986, and then shortly after that I went up to doing maybe, well, I think at maybe 20 or so triathlons a year, and then I really caught the Ironman bug around 1991, and I did Ironman Canada, and then went on to go back to do Ironman Canada the next 3 years in a row. And then I decided to kind of go and travel a little bit and do Ironmans. So in the early 90s, I was doing Ironman in Switzerland and Germany. I'd done Australia. I've done races in Mexico and Thailand. So I really took off and just kind of started really doing a lot of Ironman races. At the same time, I was private training, and I was doing a lot of coaching and taking a lot of my clients around the country and around the world doing triathlons. I decided to go get my master's degree in sports management, and then shortly thereafter started Renegade Racing. Yeah, we've been around for 12 years now, so about 2004. I think 2004 is when we started. So when I started Renegade Racing, it's actually the parent company is called Make You Fit Productions, and the idea was that we would marry my kinesiology degree and the coaching experience that I had with event production, so that when you decided to do a race, you could come to one-stop shop. You could get a fitness program, and then do a 5K, and then you get a 10K fitness program, and then do a half marathon, and just kind of no matter what you wanted to do, you could get a program and a training plan, and then come and do one of our events. It kind of closed the loop. But what we found out shortly after we started the company is that the races were much more profitable and a lot less labor intensive than trying to work one-on-one with clients. So what we did is we developed a training partners program where we partner with local clubs and coaches to actually provide those training services, and then we have just really focused on producing running, triathlon, and adventure sports events. And then we support those coaches with special discounts, and then like even some of the coaches do clinics at our events so that they get a little bit better access to the events. We put on about 40 races a year. Some of those events, about 16 of them are Renegade Racing owned events. But shortly after we started the company, we found out that there was a big market for nonprofits and other for-profit companies who are producing their own running and triathlon events to have a management company come in to take that burden of actually producing the races. So there's a lot of nonprofits that we work with that own the event, but we wholly manage the event. So we run the permits just like our own events. We help them with the marketing plan. We work with local cities and municipalities to coordinate the event, police on the event day, and then on event day we kind of roll up with an experienced race crew and all the equipment to produce the event, put it all back on the truck and take it away. So it leaves the nonprofit really with just the fundraising and sponsorship development, which is really where they make the most amount of money, and then really working with the participants to kind of, we call it kissing babies and slapping backs, is that they take credit for the event, but we do all the heavy lifting. In the beginning of the year, we start off with a reverse triathlon in Laguna Niguel, and then we do an Xterra off-road triathlon out in Benelli Park in San Dimas, and then we have the Breath of Life triathlon in Ventura. We work with the San Diego Triathlon Challenge, and then we have a race in Catalina, and then a race back out at Benelli Park for the Turkey Triathlon. So, and we're introducing a new event to that series, which is the Dana Point Triathlon next year. Yeah, it's going to be at Doheny Beach. The bike ride will be on PCH. We're working with the city, and we've already got the state park approval, and we're just finishing up the details with the city.